Hello. Hi. Hello, hello, hello. How is everyone doing today? Hey. Did everyone get notifications? A lot of people hopped on so quick today. Usually it like trickles in really slow. You got the invite. Happy birthday. Thank you. Okay, awesome. My TikTok has been super weird. It's like where I have like my inbox and I should get notifications for like likes, comments, followers, and stuff like that. I've had nothing at all today. And I went into the settings because someone told me yesterday in the live that they tried to message me. And I had it set that anyone can message me, friend or not. And now they don't even have that as an option. It's only if you're friends you can message. So it's stalking. I wanted to go live earlier, but we ordered dinner through DoorDash and we ate so late. And I got some like beef brisket quesadilla and it had jalapenos on it, which I can handle like a little bit of spice. And I like jalapeno poppers, but these were so spicy. I was picking them off the quesadilla. And now I'm just like waiting for heartburn to kick in. Good. I'm glad notifications are working again. I think it is for most people now, it seems. I am blue, yes. And everyone loves the blue. Oh, you're not getting notifications anymore. There's some people who still aren't getting it, and I don't know why. Double check your settings, because I had to go into my settings and they like reset everything to a certain point. So thank you, Nana Banana. I know I'm out of milk right now, and I don't think I have yogurt. I took like a Pepto Chew, so I'm hoping that's enough to help. But I do have my water here for now. Hey, Hale, how are you? Thank you guys for tapping the screen already. Hey, Becca. Yes, we just started. Ooh, honey, I do have honey downstairs. If it starts to get bad, I'll run down quickly and grab some, but I should be okay. I picked most of them off, so. But if y'all hear any, like, gurgling, just know it's from the jalapenos. Oh, good. Hey, I'm so glad. You've been waiting for me to go live. I know. I was thinking I wanted to start earlier, but I was like waiting like 20 minutes to make sure I wasn't gonna like be burping. That's not very relaxing. Hello, hello, hello. I don't set intentions for my crystals every day, only if I'm wishing for them to serve a different purpose than the previous time. Yes, Haley. I kind of put two and two together. Thank you guys for the tapping the screen already. Everyone consenting. Yes, today's session is going to be on gratitude. I feel like we're always so focused on like what we need to do next and, you know, trying to get the next best thing that and I do this myself too, that we lack of just being in the present moment and being grateful for what we currently have. So we're going to kind of take a step back, live in the present moment tonight, and be grateful for what we currently have. Hail to the yes. You made it, woohoo! Yes, I got the Selenite for cleansing. I've got some Chevron, one of my new Chevron Amethyst. I know the ring light's gonna make it look weird, but this was one of the ones I got from Monk and Moon. Really pretty. And then I got my blue kyanite blades, and we'll do some of the pulling. Ooh, these look good with the light. So we'll do some of the pulling with the crystals, which we haven't done in a while. Let me scroll back because comments are starting to come back quick. So if you ask a question and I miss it, please ask again. Grateful for your new hearing aids. That's awesome. I'll probably be live for at least an hour. Your 6-year-old daughter today. Hello. Ooh, promo came out for the new reality show you got cast in. That's awesome. Yes, the Kyanite's beautiful. Yes, there is a Ziva update. So I called the vet today because he was supposed to go do that meeting on Monday and try and find the radiology company to check her x-ray. But we were very fortunate where he actually took her x-ray to the meeting with all the vets. And he found one that is like an orthopedic surgeon for pets and showed the x-ray. And he said that it is elbow dysplasia. So it is not cancer. It is from arthritis, which is what the best case scenario was that we could hope for. So he pretty much told us that the surgeon said as long as she's not showing any signs of limping or pain, to just let her be. We're not to let her do anything with stairs. We're not supposed to like throw like a ball where she has to jump up and catch it, or throw a treat for her to catch it. So walking, jogging, running is okay with that motion as long as she's not putting like an up and down pressure on it. So we're very grateful for that. And he told us that at the first sign where it looks like she's in pain, to bring her in and they will start her on a medication. But they don't want to put her on a medication now because I guess whatever kind of medication or pain management she would need for it, the more you take it, the less effects you can feel from it. So we want to wait till like when she really starts to feel it. So we've been giving her some CBD oil every day, and my mom just gave us some of the glucosamine that she gives my sister's dog. So we're getting her some joint stuff in the meantime to kind of help delay further things. But he said based on how she is, it only seems to be on that one elbow really bad, and everything else looks okay so far. So best case scenario that we could ask for. Thank you everyone who sent her light, love, prayers, well wishes. Definitely grateful for all of that. Yes. Hey Donna, sorry. I wasn't like reading very well while I was talking, so let me scroll back. Your 4-year-old daughter's laying next to you. Yes, let's get her nice and sleepy. Shh. I am not a medium. I'm sorry. This is an energy healing. Turmeric is great. Yes. How long have I been on? Maybe 5-10 minutes. Joint stuff, yeah. Fish oil, yes. Yes, great news for the pup. So with that being said, today's session is for gratitude. So if everyone wants to put something in the comments that they are grateful for today, we're going to be in the present moment tonight. We're not going to worry about tomorrow and what we have ahead of ourselves. We're going to be grateful for where we are and what we have in this moment. Yes, Irene, thank you so much. I would appreciate that. So if you would like to consent to this energy healing for being grateful, go ahead. I know most of you have already consented at this point. And we will start with our Selenite Cleanse. Cleanse any negative energy, negative attachments that may have been on us today, and leave room for more positive. New job, that's awesome. Congratulations. Close-knit family, yes. Grateful for health, absolutely. Thank you so much. I'm glad they caught his cancer quickly. When did I go live? Like 10 minutes ago? Yes, we just started. Hello. Congratulations on your dream job. If you're asking questions, I'm not answering them. The comments are doing the same thing as usual, where they go slow for like a couple seconds and then like 5 or 6 scroll past. So I'm trying to read as quickly as possible. Recovering from COVID, yes. You're welcome. I'm glad it helps. New doctor, yes. I'll probably be on for at least another 50 minutes. Thank you. Glad you're still doing okay. Charging in the moonlight, nice. You applied for a new job today, yes. Go watch my last video with the Black Moonstone. It's for new beginnings. One of the crystals we're using tonight, Amethyst, is really good for anxiety. If you're feeling sleepy, make sure you do not drop your phone on your face. Lay on your side. Oh, Amber, yes, I hope you all feel better soon. Don't jump on your cat either, yes. Hey, Campfire, how are you? I started late tonight because I had an incident with jalapenos. uh, I don't have sandstone. I'm not sure what that one is good for. Tonight we are working on gratitude and being grateful for what we have, being in the present moment. Trying not to focus on too far into the future and getting ourselves stressed out about what we should be doing or should want, and just focusing on what we have. Yeah. We ordered some takeout for dinner and it had a lot of jalapeno on it, and it was probably the spiciest jalapenos I ever ate in my life. So it started a little later than usual to make sure my heartburn wasn't going to kick in. Moonstone is really good for new beginnings. It's also really good for feminine health and cycles. Yes, I survived the jalapenos. Make sure you're hydrating. In the background, it's kind of farther away tonight than usual. I have a water fountain on my desk. Hello from Disney's 50th anniversary. That's awesome. Moonstone's on the to buy list. Yes, I just got the black moonstone and I love it. I did the video today. Yes, Campfire, last day of corporate America. Yes, gallon a day. Good goal. Water. Water. Thank you for the gifts, Ruth. Yes, I have tumbled rainbow moonstone, a rainbow moonstone point. I just got the black moonstone. Peach moonstone is on my list of one of the things to get next. And I have a polarized moonstone. I forgot about that one too. Yeah, so I think it was 2 weeks ago, I took it apart to clean it. And ever since I put it back together, I think I like shifted something wrong. Sometimes it vibrates and sometimes it doesn't. Yeah, I haven't seen the peach moonstone in person. I've only seen pictures of it, but it looks beautiful. The rainbow moonstone is white, and mine has like little specks of black in it, but it has like a blue flash to it, kind of like labradorite does. Okay, Donna, that's fine. Ooh, peach moonstone pendulum. Ooh, I didn't know there was a green moonstone. Yes, I've heard quite a few people say they use moonstone in like engagement or wedding rings because it's supposed to represent like new beginnings. To help the negative mood at your office, you can, one, set up protection for yourself so that it doesn't rub off on you. And you can also put something like citrine or sunstone there, something that's very like optimistic and uplifting. Oh, I've never heard of calligraphy stone. I have not heard that opal is bad luck. I have not heard. 1,001 likes. Thank you so much. Bring everyone donuts. You're getting all the tingles tonight. We're just starting. We started like 10, well, I hopped on like 15 minutes ago, but we started maybe like 5-10 minutes ago with the selenite. You're engagement rings moon, so yeah, see? To protect from negative energy, I use black tourmaline. You can use black obsidian. Tiger's eye is also really good. You can also use things like the selenite for cleansing and protection. Octoberborns are the only ones who are supposed to wear opal. So is it bad luck if you're not Octoberborn and you wear it? Because I don't think that's the case with other, like, birthstones, is it? I'll pencil it in. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say I've never heard of other people like not wearing certain birthstones. Hey Carl, thank you. Make sure you're hydrating. Oh, you got your wisdom teeth removed. I hope you recover quickly. Mine weren't too bad when I had mine removed. You're burping like crazy. I'm afraid I'm going to too from all the stuff I ate. Aw, Dawn, I'm so sorry for your loss. Yeah, I bought the 2 pieces of the fire opal that I was going to try to like wire wrap or something, but I don't know, I think they might be too small. Is the buzzing really loud? Because I can turn the fountain off if it's being obnoxious. Let me see if I can shift the thing. What's funny is I have it like a lot further away than I usually do. Hold on, I'll make it louder. Hold on 1 second. I'm trying to like find a spot for it to... Oh, I just messed it up. The water stopped. I might have to turn it off because I think I pulled it out of the water too hard. Oh. Is that better? No, I think I made it worse. Because to me it sounds louder. So if it sounds quieter to you, I'll leave it. But to me, it's definitely noisier. I think there's an air pocket stuck in it. It's going like wah wah. Hold on, I gotta put it back. Which way do you go? Okay, is that better? I think it's a little quieter. Okay, I can hear like a little bit, but it does seem a little quieter. Sometimes I turn it on, it's quiet. Sometimes I turn it on, it's noisy. Okay. Hopefully it stays quiet. Yes, reminder to hydrate. So the energy work itself isn't dehydrating, but because we're shifting energy, it can make you have what's called like a healing crisis, where your symptoms temporarily worsen before they get better, or you could feel like you're going through like a detox or a cleanse. So it's better to stay hydrated to alleviate or avoid those symptoms. Michelle, hello. Are you finally done with your trek? I don't have that CD, but I love that song. No more leeches, back to civilization. I'm so relieved to hear that. Michelle needs, I think, less than 100 people to follow her, and then she can activate her live button. So she's this close. Thank you, Abra. Hey, Shannon. Hello, hello. All right, let's start with our first crystal. We've got the Chevron Amethyst. Welcome, welcome. So the amethyst helps to calm our minds and brings us to a place of serenity. It helps us to be thankful for all that we currently have and allows us to be present in our circumstances and see blessings wherever we go. Yes, you can still put your phone down. That's okay. Ooh, weird reflection. Congratulations on getting married tomorrow. Watch the video I posted earlier this evening with the Black Moonstone. It is for new beginnings. So this is a Chevron Amethyst pocket stone. This was one of the ones I got from Monk and Moon. Your ears keep ringing. Someone's sending you messages. Pay attention to what's going on when you hear the ringing. Hi, Lily. Thank you. Monk and Moon is not on Etsy. It's its own website. Thank you, Shannon. That one's beautiful. I don't get to see fall leaves in the south, so that's as close as I'll get. Can I approve living for abundance for Reiki? What do you mean, can I approve them? Thank you, Mr. JP. This one's definitely relaxing me. My body's getting like heavy, like tired. I'm in South Carolina. This is Chevron Amethyst. Crystals for stomach pain. Anything with like gut health, I use yellow jasper. And I actually have it in my pocket right now to help with heartburn. Yes, it's okay to receive. Thank you, Next Plateau, for the campfire. That one's beautiful too. Well, I've never heard anyone say that before. Well, I'm originally from New York, so I know what the fall leaves look like. I just haven't seen them in almost 7 years. Thank you, Moon. So with the collective healings, I feel the energy is like a whole, but in individual sessions, I can feel the energy more one-on-one. Yeah, in South Carolina, we have summer, second summer, third summer, fake fall, summer again, pollen season, football season, mini winter, back to summer. There's no fall or spring. It's either hot or not. I miss my family and friends from up north, but I do not miss the weather. Yes, you're in North Carolina. Today was a beautiful fall day of about 88 degrees, so not very cold here. Windsor and road construction. Tonight's session is for gratitude and being grateful for what we have in the present moment. In Florida, you have summer in February, yes. I know when we moved down south, it was so funny because like we moved in December and we were in like shorts and tank tops and it was like 50, 60 degrees out and we were loving it. And all the locals wore like winter coats, scarves, gloves, earmuffs. It was crazy. And now like up north, all my friends are like, oh, it's pumpkin spice sweater weather. And I'm like, yeah, I'm still in flip-flops and shorts and tank top. Like, we gotta wait like 5 more months for that. Yeah, where I am near Myrtle Beach, it's like the 80s all week. Yeah, you didn't have to put her down today. I'm so glad. Yeah, we had like an inch of snow here a couple years ago, and the whole state shut down for like 4 days. It was crazy. But a hurricane comes through, and it's like... Everyone's like, right, we got this. You're unpacking your winter stuff now in New York City. My dog is good. We found out from the vet today that she has elbow dysplasia, so it's not cancer. It's just some bad arthritis in that one elbow. So we just have to monitor her, and if she starts to look like she's showing any signs of like weakness or pain in that leg, then we have to bring her in and start her on some treatments. But until that point, he said, just keep doing what we're doing and keep loving on her. So all very good news. Yes, they said like the arthritis was like the best case scenario, so we will take it. And she doesn't seem to be showing any signs of pain. Like, she's walking, running, playing, so if she was showing signs of pain, I'd be a lot more concerned. And our vet was amazing, because we were supposed to be paying like $170 to send it out to a radiologist, and he took it to one of his like veterinary doctor meetings and showed it to an orthopedic surgeon and didn't charge us anything for doing it. So we were very grateful that he was very nice and went above and beyond for us. I know Ziva misses her godmother, Michelle. So we have her on CBD oil, and Michelle, Mom actually gave me some of the glucosamine supplements that Zoe's on, so we're going to try those for 2 weeks and buy those if they do well for her. We had her on a different glucosamine supplement, but it didn't do anything for her. She was on it for a few months. Sorry, I had to block someone. Okay. We ain't got room in here for that negative vibe. No, no, no. You blocked them too. Yeah, I'm seeing like 5 notifications now that they were all blocked and muted. I'm like, bye. Like, if you don't like it, swipe on. Oh, Zio didn't like that either. She just growled. Yes, Costco is where my mom gets one for my sister's dog. And they're on sale right now, too. Yes, it's nice. All about gratitude. We don't want any negative energy here. Yes, exactly. And I don't expect everyone to like this or understand it or believe it, and that's fine. But just respectfully swipe on to the next one. Garlic and peanut butter. So I'm allergic to peanuts, so I can't really give her peanut butter, because then if she ever were to lick me, I'd probably have an allergic reaction. She also has EPI, so we have to be careful with what foods we give her, because her body struggles to break it down. Ooh, sound healing session. Definitely enjoy it. Thank you, Carter. Yeah, I don't understand why people feel the need to do that. Thank you, Brie. That one's so cute. I love how it's called Dancing Beaver in Sunglasses. That's so cute. Thank you, Evelyn. Yes, I do Reiki for all my pets. Molly, I can physically touch her and do it. Mabel does not really like to be touched, so she gets little distance sessions. But Ziva, if she'll lay still long enough, I will do it like with touch, or I'll just send it to her while she's like laying down from the couch or something. Yes, I do it for all Michelle's pets too. Michelle fosters a lot of animals in Nepal. Gets them sent off to good homes in the States usually. Is there crystal to help with stopping smoking? There is, and it's on the tip of my tongue. You're gonna have to let me sit and think about it because I can't think of what it's called right this second. There's a crystal that's supposed to help with addiction, and I posted a video on it, I think it was a few weeks ago. If you scroll back, there's a video that says, I think it's like Reiki healing for addiction. Crystals for sinuses. So for my allergies, I'll use amethyst, lepidolite, lapis, sodalite, I think is the other one. This is a Chevron Amethyst. I know it's hard to see with the ring light reflection. It's got like the pretty markings through it. Oh, I didn't see today's video, Michelle. I'll have to go back and watch it after this. Hey, Tracy, welcome. About 35 minutes. Ooh, my left hand just got really itchy. I got this ring light on Amazon. I don't remember the brand. It's Wake Light, something like that. Okay, reminder to hydrate. Let me quickly look up the crystal for addiction that I'm trying to think of. Yes, the hands bring money. Oh, let me lower my volume. Crystals to quit smoking. Yes, 444. It's a lot earlier too. Okay, crystals to quit smoking. Agates, snowflake obsidian, labradorite, quartz, amethyst, amazonite, black onyx, chrysocolla, and Lemurian. I'm not familiar with that one. So agate, snowflake obsidian, labradorite, quartz, amethyst, amazonite, black onyx, chrysocolla, and Lemurian. So yes, amethyst is one of the ones that's good for that. To help heal from abuse, Apache tears and moonstone are ones that I use for abuse and trauma. Apache tears helps to bring you to a place of like emotional balance and well-being, and moonstone represents new beginnings, new phases in life. So it's kind of helping you step out of the past and into a new, clean, brighter, better future. I was just going to say, a lot of people quit smoking. That's amazing. I'm very proud of all the people who are in the process of trying to quit. That's a very big step. Yes, rose quartz is also great for self-love. Absolutely. The Apache tear is mine in reach. Where are you? Yes. This is an Apache tear. It looks like a little tumbled piece of obsidian. No cigarette in a week is great. That's definitely not a small step. That's a big step. Ooh, sorry, I knocked the ring light again. This can help with physical pain, yes. I was gifted that Apache tear, so I did not purchase it or go out to get it. But it, like, the texture of it feels different than the black obsidian. It feels like my black obsidian is more glossy. That one has a much more matte texture to it. Ooh, agatized coral. I think my comments are delayed. I'm seeing things from like, I think a minute and a half ago. Okay. Next, we're going to use the blue Kyanite blades, which are like super pretty in this blue light. I'm loving this. So the notes I wrote down on the Kyanite is it helps to shift our perception to a place of gratitude. It helps you appreciate life as it is, and it helps us to see and feel the good vibrations and energy around us. So with the pulling and the plucking, especially with the crystals, I always say to bring something forward consciously in your mind that you are ready to release, let go of, heal from, move on from. With tonight being gratitude, you might be thinking of things that are blocking you from feeling grateful for what you have. For me, being having an anxiety disorder, sometimes it's that little voice in your head that's always telling you, you need to do this better, you need to be better at this, you need to do this, this isn't good enough, blah, blah, blah. So whatever you're ready to release and let go of, just bring it forward consciously and we will pull it out. They do look metallic. I'm glad, Nene. Hey, Valkyrie. This one is strong, yes. Yes, you can absolutely trust your higher self. We're using blue Kyanite blades. This is making my face hot. Always the face, yes. Yeah, I feel like I'm getting flushed without actually getting flushed. You do not have to be watching to receive it. You just have to consent. You can lay down, close your eyes, put the phone, leave the phone on, and multitask. That's all okay. As long as you wish to receive, it's based off of free will. Stretching, everything's popping, let it out. Kyanite usually helps your upper three chakras, so throat, third eye, and crown. Kyanite so loud to you. As I work with different stones, I definitely get that reaction to some more than others. Hey, Connor. Yes, this is a safe space. Feel free to comment what you want to release or just think about it to yourself. Whatever you're most comfortable in doing. haven't had a stone that I don't like, but moldavite would definitely be the one that I felt like the most intense. Like I remember like when I unboxed and I like grabbed and I opened it, it was like instant like hot flash. Yes, release it all. It's not serving you in your highest good. Release the negative, release the trauma, release the negative attachments, intrusive thoughts, irrational fears. Make room for the positive. I have not used moldavite on a live before, but I do have the pre-recorded video on TikTok with it. I think I did a cord cutting with it. Moldavite helps you release things that are no longer serving you as well. But because it's such a high vibrational stone, most people, it's pretty abruptly that it works. And for some people, it can be pretty overwhelming. Oh no, your contact's stuck. I got my moldavite from Sacred Goddess on Etsy. I reached out to her because I could not understand how she had like her sizes listed, and then she had like a lot of damage, lightly, like heavily damaged, lightly damaged, or perfect. And I told her like damage didn't matter to me because I was using it for its energy, not for a piece of jewelry or anything like that. And I told her to surprise me with the piece, and I just paid for it. So I wanted her to intuitively pick out one for me. Bracelet and earrings, nice. Okay, pulls feel a lot better. Yes, definitely a good time to hydrate. We just shifted a lot of energy. We released a lot. You're going to feel that like detox or cleansing sensation. Ah, 444. Thank you for the dancing beaver. I love that one. It's so cute. Just had an ugly cry. Sometimes ugly cries are the best cries. That's a great emotional release. Thank you, Mimi. Yeah, 77 is good. 777. Thank you, Gigi. Yes, headaches are normal because we're pulling those thoughts out of your head. So if you feel the headache, try to relax your brow bone, unclench your jaw, Relax your shoulders. Don't add any more tense or pressure there. I love when the mileage numbers like align. I see that all the time too. Thank you, Morgan. If you're seeing certain numbers consistently, you can always look it up. A lot of people have been feeling, I think, more physical pain than usual, at least who are coming on the lives. I don't know if it's like a retrograde thing or just like a time of year thing, but like my TMJ was pretty bad. Yesterday I popped it and I made it worse, but thank you, Tracy. Yeah, retrograde is hitting hard. I'm like, when does this retrograde end? I feel like retrograde is just stressing everyone out, and I feel like it's just adding more tension and pressure in our bodies. But that's my take on it. Yeah, TMJ is like, I usually only feel it on my right side, and I've even been feeling it on my left side, like the last couple weeks. So, October 17th, oh good Lord, that's a long time. This one's been rough, man, I tell you. Yeah, I don't know why this one feels longer than usual, I think. Or it's just hitting hard. Don't be in a rush during retrograde. See, that's one of the things with my anxiety. I always feel like I have to be in like the next place. Like I gotta do the next thing. I'm never in the, it's hard to be in the present moment, which is tonight is like a good reminder for me too. Aha, 6 planets. It's like amplified. Yeah, the pain makes you feel tired faster. Excuse you. We are not our past traumas. Absolutely. Release. Lesson release. Oh, I don't know if you guys hear my stomach, but it is talking up a storm right now. This is the last retrograde of the year. Whew. When was the last one? It wasn't too long ago, I don't think. It's probably my stomach you heard. I know the jalapenos are finally saying hello. I have to say, I've had that yellow jasper in my pocket, though. It's been holding on strong. My hands are all hot tonight. Woof. Hey, keep those jalapeno emojis to yourself. I'm done with jalapenos for tonight. Do a little tension relief massage. I don't feel anything yet, other than like little gurgles in my stomach every now and then. But I'm sure as soon as I lay down and go to sleep is when the heartburn will kick in. Hey, Angelique, how are you? Thank you, Julie. Thank you, Kitty Cat. Yeah, when I lay down now, I never had heartburn until I was pregnant with my daughter, and I had the worst heartburn when I was pregnant with her. Oof, yes. I need to unclench too. Ooh, that was a loud one, sorry. Yes, so Reiki can help with mental, emotional, physical, spiritual blocks. It helps put you in a deep state of relaxation, which also helps your body allow it to heal itself. Thank you, Julie, for the flowers. That pop was relieving. I hadn't popped it in a while, so it felt good. Yes, that will definitely make the reflux worse. Ginger tea is wonderful for stomach problems. Yes, so I usually do like lemon juice, ginger, like grated ginger, and honey with some hot water. Hi, Trish. Yeah, I think when I was pregnant, I think I had Zantac, I think was what I had. And that was also surprisingly, my daughter had severe reflux when she was a baby, and they had her on like an infant dose, a baby dose on omeprazole. I don't get heartburn too often, but if I eat late at night like I did tonight, I'll definitely have it when I go to sleep. Well, I didn't even know they removed Zantac from the market. Thank you, Riz. Oh, I haven't seen the swing yet. That one was cute too. TikTok definitely upped their game with all these cool gifts. Thank you, Lauren. Thank you, Brooke. Removed for cancer death. Great. Oh, a new formula. Okay. So as a Reiki practitioner, I can do Reiki on myself and for others. There are people who are not Reiki practitioners who are energy healers. So yes, they can do it however they want to do it. But if you are calling yourself a Reiki healer, you have to have been attuned by a Reiki master. Your mom has bad vertigo. Any crystals from thinking about buying her a necklace? Lapis, amethyst, lepidolite would be really good. Or clear quartz. Any like a quartz would be good too to help. 1% milk in a pregnancy has raw heartburn. Thank you, Julie. My hands are tingling tonight, y'all. Woo! I'm feeling the heat, feeling the energy flow. Probably not gonna be on too much longer. We're gonna do the Selenite Cleanse in probably a minute. You're welcome. Thank you. Yes. All right, let's hydrate one more time and then we'll do the Selenite Cleanse. I'm almost out of my water too. Yeah, I've heard mixed things on Prilosec. All right, let's finish with our selenite wand cleanse. You do not need to look at the screen for it to work. I did a gut health one a while ago, but maybe it's time again. Maybe we'll do it tomorrow. Yes, magical celery stick. Thank you, Brianna. Yeah, I got flushed before with kyanite blades, and now it's just kind of stuck around. I'm glad you're feeling better. Thank you. I'm grateful you're here too. Aw, thank you. That's so sweet. Thank you. Well, I appreciate y'all too, because I wouldn't be able to do this if you weren't here. Not too much longer. We're just going to finish the last selenite cleanse. Thank you, Kempire. I will. No more jalapenos for me late at night. Sometimes I do burn incense, yes. I haven't the last few times. I'm very sensitive to smell, so I usually have to do like the really light scents, like vanilla, very soft ones. Anything that's too strong can be a little overpowering for me. Giving Danny a boost of energy. Tell her she needs to do her kitty cat meditation. Yes, go fall asleep to the YouTube videos. I've been bad. I haven't uploaded the last 2 lives, guys. I'm slacking lately with those. I'll try to post them tomorrow or Sunday. Danny was like, can't catch me today. What's the highest you've reached on viewers during a live? Over 2,000. I think it was around 2,100 that I've noticed at least. Okay, yeah, Donna confirmed. I think it was 2.1. Thank you. Thank you for all the likes. We're at 80,000. That's amazing. I'm glad they helped, Laura. Thank you for tapping the screen. Yes, thank you everyone who was tapping the screen. Thank you for sharing the live. To all the new followers and everyone who joined for the first time, welcome. Make sure you click my name and click to follow, and then tap the bell and set your notifications to receive notifications for all future lives, and fingers crossed it works. If you came in late or you missed parts of it, this will be uploaded to my YouTube, which is the same name, Nicole Reiki Healing. Thank you to everyone who sent gifts. If anyone sent a tip or donation through the link in my bio, I haven't seen the notifications yet, but thank you in advance. And as always, thank you to my moderators for making this a safe, peaceful place for all of us. Yes, and I'll be back on tomorrow night to do a live around the same time, 10:30 Eastern Standard Time. Yes, everyone have a good night. Thank you. Go get some rest. Hopefully you're nice and relaxed. Yes, love you all. Hopefully everyone's feeling very grateful right now. Lots of gratitude going around. So until tomorrow night, be well. I'll see you then. Bye.